welcome to my channel. In this video, I will share with you a very nice crocheted model recipe. I want a model like this so that I can show it to you closely. Look, the edge part is like this. It is a very nice example. It is such an easy work that it consists of only the chain and single crochet technique and consists of a single row. We are enlarging our model by constantly repeating the same order. Look, it is a very nice work. Look, here is the front part. When we finish, the edge point looks like this. I want to show you the back side right away. Look, the back part is like this. I have started a very nice project right now. Hopefully, I will be sharing this with you when it is finished. I wanted a very nice example that I wanted to share with you immediately. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. It is such a beautiful example that you never want to let it go. It's growing very fast. Even though it consists of chain and single crochet, I also shared the tricks with you step by step in the video. I hope it will be a useful content. Before moving on to our detailed recipe, I would like to make a small request from you. I would be really happy if you could subscribe to our channel for free, like the video, and leave your comments. Let's move on to our recipe. I used spaghetti yarn and voulie cake yarn for the knitting here. I want to show you closely the texture of the knitting. It is soft. Can you look at the pattern? It looks great. It turned out really nice with this yarn. This is an example. You can work with the yarns you want, but the most important tip we will pay attention to in this example is when choosing yarn. I recommend you to choose light yarns with a slightly thick texture, because the model consists only of single needle and chain. If your yarn becomes thinner, your knitting will take too long and the model may not show itself fully. It won't be bad, but he won't see it that way either. When the thread is a little thicker, the model reveals itself more beautifully. It is also worth mentioning this. Now, this is a different yarn in my hand. If anyone is curious about the brand, I will write it in the description section. You can check it out from there. My crochet number will be 4 millimeters. You can determine your own crochet number according to the thinness and thickness of your own yarn and the tightness and looseness of your knitting. I used 4 millimeters crochet hook. It is also worth mentioning this. Now our work starts with the chain. We make our first chain a lock. Then we prepare our starting chains, making sure they are a little looser than the setting we knitted. Since we set up the model first, we won't waste any time counting the chains. Let's pull our chains for about 5 to 10 hours longer than the size we want. If we have a leftover chain, we can remove it by cutting or removing it. Look, this is the straight part of our chain. We will use the reverse part. When we turn it full circle in the first row, look at the back of the chain. There are these dashed lines, now the 1, 2, 3 chain at the beginning. We leave it, we sink directly into the back cut line of the 4th chain and make a stitch. We have 2 stitches, we wrap them around, we knit a single crochet. After this single crochet, 1, 2 chains. Now we come back into the same chain and knit another single crochet. Look, we worked with a single crochet in the 4th chain, a single crochet, 2 chains, now continue. We skip 1 or 2 chains here, skip the next 2 chains, and add 3. We insert the chain into the back 2 lines and knit a single crochet directly. After the single crochet, 2 chains are added into the same chain and 1 single crochet again. Then we skip 1, 2 chains again. Double crochet into the back cut line of the 3rd chain. 2 chains. See again in the same space. We skip 1, 2 chains. Single crochet in the 3rd chain, 2 chains, 1 more single crochet in the same chain. Look, the model always continues like this. We proceed by working in a chain of single crochet, double chain, single crochet. We always leave 2 chains in between. It's like this in the beginning. Now when finishing, the model continues like this. When we finish, we fill the beginning of our crochet hook. We skip 1 chain. Look, we left a chain and made a loop by sinking into the back cut line of another chain. Let's see, we leave a chain and insert it into another chain and remove the stitch. We have 3 loops, we wrap them, we gather the 3 at once and finish this place with a single handrail. This is called a double crochet. Look, we have prepared the first row in this way. Now we will use 2 chains each time as we go up and knit. We reverse it after 2 chains. Look at the points we will work on from now on. The knitting looks very nice when I hold it like this. Always look for 2 chain spaces. Patterns emerged. Here I have set up 1, 2, 3, 4 models. Look, there are always 2 chain spaces. We will always work on these points and create the model in the form of single crochet and 2 chains of single crochet. There are only the tips to pay attention to at the end and the beginning. Now we went up with 2 chains, we reversed our knitting. I immediately find the space of 2 chains. I sink into the first space of 2 chains between the 2 single crochets. I directly knit 1 single crochet, needle, then 2 chains, 1 single crochet in the same space. Look at the model below. We repeated the model one by one. The model consists of only 1 row. Now we come to another model's 2 chain space. I immediately come into the 2 chain space. First 1 single crochet, then 2 chains, again in the same space. I come to the space of another 2 chains, single needle, 2 chains, single needle in the same space. Look at the latest pattern, single needle in the space of 2 chains, single needle in the same space, 2 chains, single needle in the same space. Look, the pattern has started to emerge. Now the finish is important. We fill it at the beginning of the hook every time we finish. See, the single needle point is visible in reverse. I immediately sink into the chained point that comes after the single crochet. Look, I sink into the chain, I remove the stitch with a single handrail. I finish my row like this. I pull 1 or 2 chains at a time. As I go up, by the way, I don't shake my hand at all. Look, I knit loosely so that we can get a soft texture because, as I said in the model, single crochet. And since it consists of a chain, if you are tight-fisted, choose large numbered crochet hooks because the chain will tighten the knitting a little and make it bulky. This allows us to have a hard texture. So let's definitely keep our hands loose. Let's be careful to knit softly. And when you do this, you can knit for long hours without your hands getting hurt or your arms getting tired. I come after 2 chains. I immediately see the 2 chain gap of the first model. I immediately sink into the coming. See first, then 2 chains. In the same space, I come to a single crochet directly into the space of another 2 chains, single needle, 2 chains, single needle in the same space. I find the space of another 2 chains, single needle, 2 chains, single needle. And my last example, look, I open my hand like this, single needle, 2 chains, single needle again. While finishing, I wrap it around the head of my hook, the chain that comes immediately after the single crochet. Look, we had a couple of chains here when we were going up. We immediately dive into the second chain and complete our row with a single handrail. Look, it's such a beautiful braid. Look, it looks really nice with this rope. As I said, the most important tip of this knitting is to knit thick yarns a little loosely, working with large numbered crochet hooks. In this way, the pattern repeats itself. Look, I started a new project here. This is really so delicious, would you look at it? It looks like it was made with needles, not crocheted. Look, I want to show it like this. A very different example. It's actually a very easy example, but it seems like it's difficult and laborious, but it is so enjoyable that you never want to put it down. Look, the skirt part is like this. If you want, for example, if you are going to make a large shawl, there is no need for any edge decoration. Look, when we finish the edges with 2 chains and a single handrail, it looks like a model. Look, the 2 chains create such a beautiful bud image here. Since we left 2 chain gaps at the beginning, the ending and the beginning look really nice on these 4 edges. Our model was like this and the details of our recipe were like this. I hope you like it and come back. I wish you luck in advance. Don't forget to like our video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel. Goodbye until we see you in the next video.